Hi, my name is Joana Cartocci, and I'm the co-founder and chief operating officer of Robeauté. And I'm here to tell you about the brain, to talk to you about the brain. This most magnificent organ with trillions of synaptic connections firing off every millisecond. This is where our dreams are born. This is where our memories and our emotions live. This is where our identity is stored. And when everything works well, it's the most remarkable organ. But when something goes wrong in the brain, there's not much that we can do about it. Today, our tools are not good enough. And this is a huge challenge. So today, when you want to intervene in the brain to address neuropathologies, you have either very stiff needles or very toxic molecules. And even the best surgeons are limited by these current tools. These are personal stories, like the one of my co-founder, who lost his mother to glioblastoma and saw what it was like to not be able to intervene meaningfully in the brain. But it's not only his story. Today, over 1 billion people are affected by brain disease. That's 1 in 8 of us. And our tools are just not good enough. The problems start small. Too small to see, too small to reach, too small to actually do anything about it before they become too big to ignore. These are neuropathologies that affect 1.5, so 1 in 8 people around the world. My co-founder, Bertrand Duplat, invited me to join him on this mission to build a new technological tool, a new device to address neuropathology. And so for the past 8 years, we've been building the ultimate smart device, a micro-robot for the brain. This is a smart device made of 2 components, 2 blocks, a carrier that we jam-pack with our core technology. You have a micro-propeller, a micro-engine, the heartbeat of the robot. You have a steering unit that allows for nonlinear movement, and you have a tracking device so you know exactly where it is at all times. And then you have an extension that plugs into the device, interchangeable, to adapt it to a specific medical need, to adapt it to a specific pathology or medical task. And so this device will be able to diagnose, treat, and monitor brain disease by moving non-linearly, seamlessly through brain tissue. The data we'll be able to collect is transformational. It's unprecedented. Site-specific, patient-specific, pathology-specific data to inform us on what's going on within the brain. Some of you might recognize this image from Miyazaki's Castle in the Sky. This is our inspiration. This castle in the sky, on this island, you have a thriving forest. And it thrives because there's a robot taking care of it from within. So that's what we're doing. We're building a brain gardener to take care of a pathological brain from within, to weed, to prune, to replant, to foster growth, to nourish, and make sure that this garden is always blooming and healthy. It takes a village to build a garden, and we're fortunate to have an extraordinary one. We have a team based in Paris, so we're building from the heart of Europe, and it's a team of scientists, of micro-roboticists, of physicists, of operators and engineers, led by my co-founder and Robeauté CEO, Bertrand Duplat, who's a robotics pioneer. But I want to go back just a quick second to this, because this is no longer science fiction. This is today. We are now in preclinical trials and animal studies, and in just a few years, we'll be on the market. This year is a decisive one for us, because by the end of 2026, we'll be starting our first-in-human trials for a technology that was once considered impossible, or not for another 50 years. Whereas today, this is where we are. We're making huge strides and validating the movement, the non-linear, seamless movement of a micro-robot. We're at a time where microfabrication technologies and advanced materials and technical skills have reached a maturity where we can fabricate microsystems, where we can engineer microsystems that can have outsized human impact, that can change the way we operate in so many different fields, and in this one specifically where the need is so urgent. So, to take us back to this team, we have been working with a very strong community of medical doctors and scientific advisors. Since day one, it was important for us to be the closest we could to the OR and to clinicians, to see them operate, to see what they would need. And so from day one, we've been advised by them to make sure that we're creating a tool that fits seamlessly into their hands and into ORs around the world. The Scientific Advisory Board, and as well as a larger advisory board, these are the most brilliant thinkers who are either pushing the boundaries of our fundamental scientific understanding, collective scientific understanding, or building the most ambitious companies of the next decade. I think we need more transdisciplinary thinkers. We need to build bridges. We need to create links there where they weren't to begin with. We need people that are able to think outside the box, to challenge the norm, to do the hard things, and to have ambition, to have a human-centered impact in the world. I believe that Slush is such a formidable gathering of like-minded optimists building the future. And so this is really the perfect place to foster collaboration and inspire collaboration. Because just like the brain that you see here, that rewires after a neurological accident, we too must learn how to create those bridges, how to recognize and strengthen those ties if we want to face the challenges of our time. Remember that no neuron works on its own, is worth anything on its own. It needs to belong to a network to be able to spark an idea, a thought, a movement, a revolution. Thank you very much.